Hey guys, and welcome back. We are in the Bronco driving up to Massachusetts. If you hadn't watched the previous video, go ahead and watch it. It's linked down below and up top right now. But we are headed to BT MOTO in Upton, Massachusetts for them to throw this Scrambler 1200 on the dyno and see exactly what they can do with it. I'm sorry guys, I'm not that big of a creator. I'm dropping it off for the week. I'm not going to be there when they tune it, but as far as I'm aware, this will be the first Scrambler 1200 of the newer models thrown on dyno and tuned with aftermarket muffler, and I think we're going to be putting on a high flow K&N filter. Keep in mind guys, this is not going to be a race bike. It's still going to be chugging along. Will it be the fastest Scrambler 1200 in the world right now? Maybe. Maybe not. It's not really saying too much, but I'm really excited guys, so let's go and get on with it. We're here guys. This was sketchy. Alright guys, bike is dropped off, and we'll see this thing back in a week and see what they did. Well guys, it is the next day and the motorcycle is not done, but not perfect timing. The K&N high flow air filter just came in. Because this may be the only time I ever throw this thing on a dyno, I'm actually going to drive back out to BT MOTO in Upton, Massachusetts to drop off this air filter. I only dropped it off yesterday so that they can tune it with the air filter and the pipes to be able to dial it in as much as possible. Got the top down on the Bronco, back window open, and just going to jam out and head back over there. Alright guys, well we got the bike back from BT MOTO and it is amazing just how differently it feels. You know, this is my first time getting a bike tuned and I wasn't sure if I'd actually be able to tell the difference, but it is noticeable. It is totally noticeable. So to give you guys some background, we dropped off this 2024 Triumph 1200X over at BT MOTO in Upton, Mass. They also have a location in Southern California, but we dropped it off at the Upton, Mass location. They had it for a week. They threw it on the dyno. So stock Triumph claims 89 horsepower. Now on BT MOTO's dyno, it actually comes out to like 85 wheel horsepower. So that is 4 horsepower less, and that's not surprising. I mean, that is pretty common, wheel horsepower as opposed to what's coming right out of the engine. There is some loss, but normally, the way BT MOTO normally tunes, they're able to get 91 wheel horsepower out of it. So that is an additional, 85? So that's an additional 6 horsepower that they're able to pull out of it. Now with this bike in particular, with the aftermarket exhaust, the total Triumph slash cut exhaust, and the K&N high flow filter, they were actually able to get 92 horsepower out of it. So that's an additional 7 horsepower that they're able to get. Right? Because 85, 5 plus 2 is 7, right? Yeah, that's an additional 7 horsepower they're able to get out of this bike the way it's set up right now. I'm doing 93 octane gas. I mean, it's a motorcycle, guys. It cost me $10 to fill this thing up. Just use premium. Yeah, so 92 horsepower. Does that make this Scrambler 1200
the fastest or most powerful Scrambler 1200X. 1200 in general, maybe. Maybe. I don't really know, guys. Let me clarify. BT Moto is not claiming that they made the fastest Scrambler ever. That claim is all my own. But I haven't heard of a faster Scrambler. Have you guys seen anyone else throw these on the dyno? And I know that's a bit of a silly question because who's dynoing their Scrambler? But I mean, listen, it's why not get the most out of the vehicle you have? That was my motto at least. And I want to clarify again. BT Moto did not sponsor this. I don't know them. They don't know me from a hole in the wall. I reached out on their website just as anyone else would, and I asked them if they could take a look at my Scrambler, and they agreed. And let me tell you, the guys over there were super nice, super professional. They really took care of me, and I have nothing but good things to say to them. And guys, so BT Moto sells these tunes. You can either mail in your ECU or you can buy a handheld tuner, which is a little bit more expensive, but they ship it right to your door. And then, you know, if you need to take it in, if it ever gets flashed again and you lose your tune, you could always retune it. So with all that being said, with how it's going right now, how it's riding, would I suggest you go out and order BT Moto's tune for your Scrambler 1200? Short answer, yes, definitely. If you have the money, if you have the means, do it. You're not going to regret it. But long answer, maybe, maybe not. So listen, guys. There's a few things. Now, I put in aftermarket blinkers, which means I probably lost the warranty on electrical. I put in an aftermarket exhaust, which means I probably lost warranty on the engine, and I got it flashed. So this bike is out of warranty. So if you plan on buying a brand new bike, you want to keep taking it back to the dealer to get work done, you want to keep that warranty just in case anything acts up, then I wouldn't suggest you getting your ECU flashed unless you have a way of flashing it back without them finding out. And committing fraud, I guess. Not too bad, but committing a little bit of fraud. Then no, I wouldn't suggest you getting a flash. The stock Triumph and the stock configuration is more than enough for anything you're going to be doing. The main thing that it lacks is the sound, honestly. That stock muffler is so horrendous. It sounds like my Vespa. It was insane. But on the other hand, wow, look at that view, guys. This is gorgeous. What a beautiful early October day in central Connecticut. It's got up to almost 80. I don't think it's quite that hot anymore. But you don't really care if it stays under warranty. You have a little money to play with, and you really want to squeeze as much as you can out of the bike, then yes, absolutely, guys. Get it tuned. I don't see any negatives with getting this bike tuned, especially with BT Moto's tune, unless you want to keep warranty. That's the only thing. If you want the warranty, don't tune your bike, don't put on any of the aftermarket stuff. If you don't give a crap about the warranty, then I would say get it tuned, because this thing, it's so much more responsive. There's more energy across the whole RPM range, and they took off that top speed limiter and as well as the RPM limiter. So I'm not going to take advantage of that, because my wife would murder me if I was doing those kind of speeds anywhere with her and the baby at home. But if you're a little riskier than me, or you want to take this thing to the track for some reason, then yeah, it's going to go. I think it was limited at I want to say I read online 112 miles per hour. It'll do more than that. I think it'll probably do closer to 130 all in all. Now keep in mind, guys, this is not a crotch rocket. This bike is fast. It's a motorcycle. Most motorcycles are going to blow most cars out of the water in terms of not necessarily speed, but acceleration for sure. And but guys, compared to those crotch rockets, this isn't that. It's much more comfortable than those things. I mean, you have this upright seating position. That big front wheel is going to help you with stability over obstacles and stuff like that, but it doesn't really like going too fast, honestly. But this is just so much more. You can do so much more with this thing, you know. You can really, I mean, we're going to have to take this thing off-road sooner rather than later. I mean, it is a scrambler. I probably should do a little scrambling. But this thing is as fast as I would ever need it to be, as powerful as I would ever need it to be, you know. If we didn't have a kid at home and my wife was willing to hop on the back of this thing, I mean, it would not struggle doing all the highway speeds with two very large people on this bike. I mean, guys, it might not be an inline four of those like new, you know, high revving V-twins or V4s, but it's a 1200 nonetheless. And this thing just has so much power. Like, I'm really blown away by it, guys. And I didn't think I'd be able to notice that tune, but it is extremely noticeable. This is a sketchy turn. So, we've done a whole bunch of work on the Scrambler. What is next, you guys? Let's head back home, and I'll show you guys exactly what's in store after this. You hear that? Now, technically backfire means it's running a little lean, but it only backfires when I go from like a real acceleration to completely decel, and that thing's sick.
Listen, guys, I think that's it for today's video. Let me know if you guys like that kind of moto vlog setup that we had going on today. I'm a big fan of how the bike feels and runs right now. It's definitely running better, it's definitely peppier, it's definitely more powerful, and I don't really know what I was expecting. No surprise that when professionals tune a motorcycle, it turns out pretty good. Who would have thought? Again, let me know if you guys like that kind of moto vlog style. We can definitely do some more videos on the Triumph similar to that, but I think that's about it for now in terms of work that we're going to be doing on this Triumph Scrambler 1200X. Now, after having posted these videos and you guys commenting and me seeing some of what you guys have done, I definitely have a few ideas for a few more things I'd like to do to this bike, but no spoilers, and it's probably going to be a few months-ish before I really pick up anything new to do on this motorcycle right here. But we are going to be starting a new series, and I'm going to ask you guys to bear with me. I know you guys have really liked this Triumph Scrambler stuff that we've been doing, and we're going to be doing something similar, but with a different vehicle. So let me go ahead and grab that one right now. So, this is my 2022 Vespa Primavera 150, and we are going to be attempting to do some crazy things with it. So, as we just did a mini series of the fastest Scrambler 1200, yeah, kind of, sort of, you know, it's up for debate. This series is going to be making the fastest Vespa Primavera. Now, to start off with, this is a 150cc bike, 150cc scooter, sorry, not a bike. If you're going downhill with the wind at your back, it says it gets up to 70, but really you can comfortably chug at like 60, 65 miles per hour, according to the Speedo, which I think is about, 3 to 5 miles per hour faster than it actually is. But we're going to be doing some crazy things, all with the final goal of turboing this Vespa. Now, people do some mods, there's big bore kits, there's stuff like that, and we're going to be doing it, but the eventual goal is to throw a turbo on this thing and see if we can not break that CVT transmission. I'm super excited about it. If you guys want to see this content, be sure to subscribe. Guys, we are going to be doing a full build of this motorcycle. We're going to be throwing on new tires, going to be throwing on a performance front brake, going to be putting on performance shocks, big bore kit, maybe a nitrous kit. Definitely going to be doing something with that CVT as well. If you guys want to see this content and watch me maybe blow up my Vespa, go ahead and press subscribe, because for the next few weeks, guys, we are going to be trying to get this thing to be the fastest Vespa Primavera in the world. You guys let me know if you've seen anything like this. It's the fastest you've seen a Vespa Primavera. There are faster Vespas. They have the larger models, the 250s, the 300s, that'll kick this thing's butt. But this thing is so small. I'll put the numbers up of exactly how much this thing weighs. It's heavier than your normal 150 scooter. A lot of this stuff, this is full metal. I mean, these front fairings are plastic, I guess. But this is a full metal kind of shell back here. It's a little heavier. It's not meant for speed, but we're going to be pushing it to see how fast we can get it. And I think the performance gains out of this one are going to be a whole lot more staggering than what we got out of the Triumph. So stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for getting to the end. And I'll catch you on the next one.